Hey guys, back in with another snazzy video, and I have an announcement to make today. This video is going to be the beginning of a brand new monthly series in which I cover my transition, as today marks the first day in which I've taken hormones for the very first time. And while I'm absolutely ecstatic for this, there's actually another reason for this video, and that's actually going to be to cover the dysphoria I've had before taking hormones. Now for a quick disclaimer, this video is going to be covering my own personal experiences with dysphoria. This is not meant to help you diagnose yourself, but instead just to give you an insight onto what dysphoria is like. Please, if you feel like you have dysphoria, seek professional help and get diagnosed properly. For those of you that don't know, gender dysphoria is defined by strong and persistent feelings of identification for the opposite gender in which you were born, and also a discomfort with the gender that you are born as. This can lead to distress in your life and impairment. To put it simply, the brain of someone such as myself has been wired in such a way that it believes that it should be in the body of the opposite gender. While it has yet to be proven, this is hypothesized to be due to the imbalances of hormones introduced during development, causing the brain to be developed similar to that of the opposite gender. However, studies have shown that adult pre-trans individuals have the brain similarly structured to that of the opposite gender. Basically, the brain developing in this manner causes it to see its own body, and instead of being able to realign itself in order to match the body, it instead sends out error codes in forms of anxiety, depression, and any other many issues. This caused me much emotional strife when said bawling would explode into what I would later refer to as dysphoric episodes, where everything I noticed about myself and dissatisfaction of continuing to age as what I was came back in full force. Now, usually these dysphoric episodes were easy to manage, however as time continued on, they became more and more severe and less time passed between them. These episodes would cause me to go into depressive states in which I couldn't sleep, I would have unprovoked anxiety attacks, and I wouldn't have the motivation to do anything. At times I wouldn't even be able to leave my bed to eat, drink, or even do anything really. They would put me in such a state in which I just simply didn't want to exist anymore, and not particularly in a suicidal manner, but I just simply wanted to be invisible to the world. I believe this played a part in me escaping into video games, as I was able to project my personality into the characters I played as, like in games like Skyrim or Fallout 4. Dysphoria really is a bitch, and its debilitating ability actually would pause my life completely no matter what I needed to do or what I had planned to do. And at times I was able to fight the dysphoria, but other times I was just completely useless and I couldn't fight it. And it's because of this that I've chosen to go through with the transition process, as I feel that it's the only way for me to actually live my life, as opposed to drudging through life unhappy and unproductive. An example in more recent memory, as you might have noticed in my previous video, I mentioned a kind of shitty release schedule that I've been having lately. This is actually due to some of these dysphoric episodes completely immobilizing me and making me unable to even want to film, despite the fact that I love filming and I love doing this. But it's a love of making YouTube videos that's propelled me to make this series so that I can document my transition for you and for myself. Also in these videos, I'm going to be talking about the changes that happens throughout my transition. But that's the video for today, guys. If you have any questions about dysphoria, go ahead and ask them down below. Or if you suffer from dysphoria, I wouldn't mind talking to you about it and your experiences if you don't mind sharing. And I shall see you guys next week. I love you guys, and bye.